And welcome to the super fun, awesome, happy time, Holy Catalyst Batman pedal show with amps. My name is Gabor.
Hey, words are tricky. Hey, welcome along. I'm Alex. We're going to check out the Catalyst 60 from line 6 today. If you hadn't already worked that out from the title of the video.
Yes. Big thank you, before we even start, to the awesome people at Line 6 Yamaha Australia for providing this for this video. So it's a sponsored video of some sort, as some people would call it.
Yeah, please hit like and subscribe on the channel. Give us a thumbs up and ding the bell. Comments, questions below. All that jazz would be awesome.
Please do, please do, please do.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a couple of videos with the Catalyst. This is the first video where we're kind of just having a brief overview, and we're going to look at all the amps. Just check out the different amp sounds. We're going to do a separate video with effects, the software, maybe running pedals into it as well, all separate stuff, right? The way we have it hooked up is we're going via the XLR out in the back, direct in. So in the room, this is actually off. We're just hearing it through the studio monitors in here.
So you hear exactly what is coming out of the digital IRs.
Yes.
So there's no microphones, preamps, room sounds to affect what you're getting.
Yes.
Yep.
And currently the 2x12 cabinet is selected.
Sweet.
Just so you know, that's what you're hearing it through. So we might change that with the higher gain stuff later on.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Now,
All right, so should we check it out? Okay, so general overview, right? So you've got, this is the amp, yeah? You've got channel A, channel B, and manual mode. So you basically can, and that's foot switchable as well. You can have a preset channel A and a preset channel B, which can be different amps, different everything. So you can change everything within it. You also have 6 banks of channel A and channel B. So you have a whole bunch of presets, which via MIDI, which actually, so this Catalyst 60 doesn't have a MIDI DIM output in the back. So you've got to do it via USB, via computer if you want to do MIDI switching. The 100 and the 200 have a dedicated MIDI DIM out, or in, where you can MIDI switch. So you can hook a MIDI switcher onto this. And with a MIDI switcher, you can change everything on it, from effects to effects types, to reverb types, to everything. Pretty much everything you can do on here or on the app, you can do via a MIDI switcher. This doesn't have it, so we can't do it in this video, but we're just looking at the sounds anyway. You've got basically, so aside from that, you've also have manual mode. If you go to manual mode, it's just whatever all these knobs are set to. You have this big controller wheel here, which controls your, selects between your 6 different amps. So you've got clean, you've got boutique, you've got chime, you've got crunch, dynamic, and high gain. We're just on clean at the moment, just to begin with. You have a boost, which again, also with the MIDI switch, you can actually, MIDI switcher, you can turn it on and off. You can also with the foot switch, 2-button foot switch, you can select either to turn effect or reverb or boost on or off with the second foot switch. That's something you can do via the app, but you have a switch there and a boost, and the boost changes, I believe, depending on the amp you're using. Then you've got normal amp controls, gain, bass, mid, treble, presence. You've got your channel volume, which if you're going out via the XLR out, that's your overall volume. So the master doesn't do anything. The master is really this speaker. If you're not using the speaker, the volume that comes out of the XLR in the back is your channel volume. And then you've got effects, where you can turn the effects on and off. So the green one is the delay. The orangey one is the reverb. And you have basically, this is kind of like a blend, dry mix of the effect and the reverb. You also have a tap tempo for delay. If you hold that in, this becomes a tuner, which you can also do on the app, but you can do it on this as well. And you've got the master volume. And up the back, you've got an effects loop as well, which you can then also change to be, you can basically use it almost like a slave. So, or if you have a helix, for example, you can run the helix into it, and it pretty much gets rid of the preamp section of this, and you just use a power amp and a speaker. So it's just like a
powered speaker.
For your other needs.
Yeah.
And then you've got a USB out, which later on in another video we'll get into. You can also use it as an interface and do USB recording. So that's just a general overview of this. Let's just keep it on manual mode, and let's look at the different amps, and let's start off with the clean amp. So Alex, would you like to start off with that? And then I'll do some, maybe you do the first 3 out of the second 3.
Sounds like a good deal.
Okay.
Yeah, clean tone.
So the reverb I've got selected at the moment is a spring reverb.
I think we're just going a bit hot into the computer.
Okay, so channel volume down a bit. So we've got just a spring reverb selected. I turned the delay off before as well. This is an amp that even if you crank the gain, it stays fairly clean. So this is the gain all the way up. Now, one of the things you can do to, break it up a little bit is you've got the boost. So if you engage the boost. It's a boost. That's a clean amp, basically. I mean, you can muck around with EQ, but let's go to the next one. So the next one is Boutique. Now, what they thought of with Boutique, I think, is they were trying to go for that sort of small combo amp, boutique combo amp kind of sound that maybe gives you a little bit more dynamics, a little bit more options than just a clean. So let's try that one out. So again, let's go to gain. Let's start with the gain down a bit more, channel volume up a bit more.
Okay.
See what it sounds like.
So far, it's really clean, isn't it?
It's very clean. Well, the gain is all the way down. Let's go gain halfway up.
Yes.
Sounds good. Okay, gain halfway up. Let's go 3/4 up. So let's gain all the way up now.
Getting crunchy.
Let's get the boost going. So this is the boost almost off. So that was a boost all the way up in the end.
Yes.
Much more dynamic, a little bit more. You can go from really clean to quite overdriven. So it's like a small combo, boutique combo amp that you can kind of, crunch up. Yep. Next one, Chime. The Chime is somewhat AC30-esque, but it's not meant to be that, but along the same lines.
Has similar mid-range.
So let's try again. Gain down a bit, channel volume up a bit.
Okay, here we go.
Let's crank again.
Yep.
delay there too. That's the boost. I'm sort of cranking it a bit more now. Let's go fully crank boost.
Boost on.
Here we go with that. So I'm going to use my Yamaha Revstar RSS02T in Sunset Burst, which is a cool guitar. So that's the same sound that Alex has played. Just with the P90s, it's just a bit more kazungas. That's cool. That sounds really cool. I like that sound.
It's that pokey mid-range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Next one. All right. Crunch.
You want to keep playing?
All right, I'll keep playing. Let's turn the boost off. Crunch. So this is Marshall-esque. Huh?
Do you want to have a go on the...
You ever go to humbuckers? Do you do the humbuckers?
You having to play?
I'll do it.
Think of that crunch sound with some humbuckers.
Oh, yeah, for the classic rock sound.
Yeah.
That's classic rock. So I engage the boost there as well. Let me go with the boost. It's a very rock sound.
Super rock.
Nice. Have you done it completely? It's boost and gain.
Sick. What's the next one?
Dynamic.
Dynamic.
So dynamic is sort of, I think, similar to the boutique kind of thing, but it's meant to be a very, quite a broad range from cleans to dirty, but very pick dynamic and volume control dynamic on the guitar. So let's start off with a lower gain with it, maybe on a more this kind of sound. that's probably more, on that. That's my favorite amp on there. I think
yeah?
I like the sound of that, and it is not that I do it very often, but it does have that cleans up. And there's a noise gate in there too, which you can adjust via the app as well.
So that's both boost and gain max.
It's a very mid-range. I guess it's a pickups too, but very pokey mid-rangey sound.
Yeah, I think it's a boost. Good. Should we check out the high gain?
High gain. I'm going to use a different guitar in a second for high gain too. More kind of chugga chugga guitar just to see if it does the chugga chugga. Let's very quickly, for the high gain I reckon, let's change the cabinet to the 4x12.
Do that.
I've got the app here. I'll just change it now to the 4x12. But now, let's try the same sound with this guitar now, which is tuned to drop C tuning, and it's an old Carbon, which would now be called Kiesel of mine, which has now got Haven pickups, which is sort of a more older version, but then now would be the Omnia pickups, made by Haven passive pickups, and in drop C tuning, it sounds like this.
Clean.
It does go quite chugga chugga.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably maybe go, if you want the chugga chugga, go to 100 or 200, like the bigger ones with the two speakers too.
Yep.
And then you can chugga chugga in the PA and chugga chugga out of the speakers.
Chugga chugga.
But yeah, I mean, it makes a difference changing. Actually, let's just very quickly, do you want to just go back to that more chugga chugga sound?
Yep.
So that's a 4x12. I don't have that hooked up at the moment. This is the 2x12. And then, I mean, you can, this is now 57, Fizzy 57. We'll go more into that, but what would you recommend for more of that kind of stuff, Mike?
Maybe a ribbon.
160?
Sure.
What's the other ribbon? There's a 121, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a 120. I mean, I haven't got the screen thingy hooked up, but we'll do a full video on that anyway, on looking at, you know, the app and all that sort of stuff. But I'm just using the Catalyst Edit app on the computer just in front of me. But I mean, you can make quite a big difference in how it sounds, you know, by using different different cabinets and different mics.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you dig the sounds? Have you got one? Are you going to get one?
Yeah. I mean,
comments below.
Like I said, we're just looking at just the sounds, just the amp sounds, the different amp sounds. We're going to look more at the effects and all that sort of stuff in coming videos. So make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to find out more about it. That's it, isn't it?
I think so. Links to our socials below and podcast. Check them out if you've got a second.
Please do.
And thanks again to Line 6 and
Yamaha.
Australia.
Yamaha.
For hooking us up. And thanks for watching. See you soon.